So hi guys, we've got this GR on the dyno today. Obviously MIJ has taught my caddy to do the whole new exhaust system and he has dropped this off to see what I can do with it tuning wise. Let's go. Right, first run, stock GR, so what she does. Got like custom exhaust and all sorts of stuff on this. Not like loads, pretty much looks like a stage one-ish. That seat belt's well annoying. I don't normally run my seat belt on the dyno, but as Matt always says, safety first. There we go. Right, run number one. Got to get a run stock. Oh, check engine at 5k, never good at it. So 259 at 382, but it stopped at like 4.8, but it has got like his OPF and all sorts off this, so I'm guessing it's got a few issues. So it's a bit misfiring, so I'm just going to have a look at the plugs. See what the crack is. I'll have to bang some plugs in it. 10 mil. Wrong size ratchet. It's a good start, isn't it? Fabian. Fabian's nicked me ratchet. Standard. Hi. Big Fabiosa. Got a spare ratchet. I know, it misfired, didn't it? Yeah. Don't know, it might be the plug. Have a look. So every time you get a misfire, first place you look is the spark. Oh dear. Don't smell bad. Oh, the Diddy ones. It's like the BMW ones. Have I got any of these as well? Or is Fabian it told me? What a lot of empty drawers. Nothing in it. Yeah, it's in the other one. You keep that close to the table. Fabian's obviously nicked them at some point. Everything that goes in there don't come back in here. So, back in there again. It's got the rubber in it, yeah. Probably about 5 seconds here. So I need a magnet to get the thing out of the hole. Magnet. I've normally got a spare one in here and all, out the way of him. He's off. Yeah, go Fabian and get a magnet. I might just do it now.
You're gonna have to start like running back and forth.
I'm gonna have like a little crater in the middle. Yeah, I know. Plugs ain't bad. Oh, ain't not the rubber. I hate dropping plugs in the holes.
That's what she said.
You should never drop a plug down the hole because you'll close the gap. You close the gap on the end. I remember I cross-threaded a spark plug once. That was fun. Head off. Did a radio in here, didn't we? That one looks okay-ish. There's about 4 10 mils down there. I've dropped them and they've hit the floor. Gone underneath the dyno into heaven because they ain't coming back out again. They're long gone. Right. Here's a fiddly. Why did they put everything around service parts? So I know what, I'll make this really hard and awkward to get stuff out. It's like right on the bioplastic there. That's a bit wet. Nothing like crazy though. Spit on it, put it back in. I'm not seeing anything like crazy to say like why it's misfiring. There you go, it's gone in now. So you turn the camera on, it just falls in. See that? It's like it's meant to be. I'm gonna put the bolt. The size of that for a coil pack bolt. Crazy. This thing's just in the way. Oh, so much easier if I didn't have that plastic thing on. But here I am. They're weird looking them. Yeah, you got to smell it first, didn't you? That golden brown is kind of what you're looking for. If it's like white, it's lean. Black, it's rich. Golden brown's on like a good burn. So it's not that unless they're just a bit old. It's weird.
Give us a tug, please.
Wow. Gotta give Fabian a tug. Bugs look okay-ish. So not quite sure what's doing that. Right? Not sure what to do. I don't know whether to send it back, get him to give it a good service. Or we've done an oil change on it, but obviously we don't know when the plugs will last on. Or do we take the ECU out, bench it, and do the cat? Because obviously it's got a light on the dash. It's going to be using a bit of fuel. And just chuck on like a little stage one, just to give him something back, and then tell him to do it. Right, we'll whip the ECU off, and then we'll go from there. Because I know these are a bit of a bugger to do. So we've got the bolt back. ECU's out. Nice. Yeah, we cut that out. Right, so on the bench, the ECU, we're using B-flash. Now there is two parts of this ECU. There's like CPU1 and CPU2, so you've got to read two parts of the ECU. But thanks to B-flash, we only have to read one pin out to read both sides. So I've done that, I'll flash on the tune, so back to the car, and then we'll see if it's any better. And get rid of that light. Don't really want to drop it again. Yeah. It's going to be horrible. Right, that's one's done. That one's going to be horrible. Didn't just drop that bolt down there at all. What are you on about? I haven't dropped one bolt. It's mad what you can edit out. Let's go. I said, come on, Joshua. Hold this.
Seatbelt on.
Can you ski? Oh yeah. No, you need to. You need to in this car anyway, because it goes bong.
No.
It gets like proper bad.
I've got to stop swearing. I'm the cameraman. I know I'm going to edit it out. You bastard.
We are dyno running this car again. Hopefully it runs a bit better now.
What work you doing for this car? They better do tons of work for yours.
Oh, that exhaust better be like. Now this car doesn't like start the best, so I'm wondering if it has got something odd with it. Let's hopefully it gets past that 5k point and doesn't absolutely poo itself. Bip, 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 bip. It's still got a slight miss. So it's going to be serviced, isn't it? I've done what I can. It's down to the boys at MIJ. 314 brake and 422 Newton meters. So we've made, I wanted 300 brake, so we've done over 300 brake, but there is a bit of a miss at the top, and it ain't the plugs, and it ain't the fuel, so it must be, I don't know, it's a bit of a hard one. Motor, there, give up. It could be, I mean, he said that he changed the exhaust and he got issues, so it could be something to do with the exhaust. Might be like the lambda position or something like that. Spark plugs look okay. Could be a coil pack breaking down. It's just one of them. Just got to change some bits and see how we go. Like. Right, so I've spoke to the customer and he says he's only been getting a misfire since he changed the exhaust, which he made himself, and the intake, which might mean something's loose somewhere. So I'm going to give it a smoke test just to see if what he's fitted is wrong, or it might be that the MAF housing is the wrong size, but I can't scale it unless I know what the stock size is. So I'd have to get the stock box here, have a look at the MAF size, have a look at this MAF size, and then change the scaling based on the overall volume. So we'll give it a smoke test. Hopefully this leaks. If it doesn't leak, then it could either come down to the actual exhaust design, which is possible, or it can come down to the MAF size. So we don't know yet. So let's give it a smoke test. Now what this machine does is basically pressurises the system and pumps the smoke round. So that if there's any leaks, it leaks out the hole. Huh? Oh, that what it was. Oh, tripod's just died. It's what Fabian uses. Right, that's plugged up the hole. Here we go. Oh, engine very bad. Oh, well, straight away, it's leaking out the MAF sensor. Yeah. See, you would never know just by looking at it that that's leaking like that bad. How much you betting? There's no seal on this at all.
Which way is?
Right, we'll give this a couple of seconds to set, and then we'll smoke test it again and see if it's got any better. So basically, this light, as Josh has said, it's a very good light. We've got to thank Matthew Armstrong for this light. He had the load delivered, and I was like, that's a good light, and I've had it ever since. Every time I need a battery, I just pop in his unit and swap him for another one. So still leaking out a bit. Nowhere near as much. So still got a little bit of a leak, but nowhere near as much. So I might give it a run and see if that clears it up. If that clears it up, then we'll look for something better and get them to sort that out, and it should fix that issue. Right, it helped, but it didn't quite cure it. So we're gonna have to look at the size of the MAF housing to make sure that's not changed, because it's something there or it's something to do with the exhaust. So, because that's when it started doing it, when they did the exhaust and the intake. Right, so that is the GR all done now as far as we're concerned. So we'll get it off the dyno, give it back to MIJ, he will go away, service it, we'll get it back, and hopefully there'll be a part 2 where we just make sure that it's okay and just go through it, because it's definitely service related or something to do with the exhaust maybe. So we're just going to do a bit of development with that and find out. So hopefully we can get my caddy back and have a look at that. Hopefully. Let's get rev. Sounds alright. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, that's loads better.
What do you think of the sound?
Yeah, it's loads better. Yeah.
It actually sounds like a 2-litre TFSI.
Yeah, boys have done it like. It even looks like it's got a back box now.
Apart from the passenger side window where you
Yeah,
have
up and down, up, yeah, no, yeah.
Apart from that,
It's
and
alright.
I had to pick up something.
Yeah.
But apart from that, mate, the
Yeah.
car drives.
It's underneath,
like,
it's done.
Yeah.
It's just the outside of it now, guys.
Yeah.
All we've got to do now is just like the back doors and things like that. Like,
Yeah, that's
wire
what
it all
isn't
up.
it?
Yeah.
Aesthetics. People like me and you.
I'm ripping it all out, yeah. I'm ripping it all out, making it into like a little office.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a little
It'll be
office
like
for
a little mobile.
like tuning and like doing his stuff when we go to like track days and things like that. We'll take that lot.
You'd be like
putting
undercover police.
Starlinks going on
Yeah.
top and everything, like
Really?
all internet and everything. Yeah.
What power's it running right now?
I ain't dialed it yet.
Really?
Yeah, it's only on. It's like stage 2.
It feels like 400 to me.
Yeah, it's probably not far off.
Okay.
Yeah, like on the stage 2 plus, like it's on without tuning the hybrid in. That's why it goes like that a little bit.
Yeah.
It's because I ain't let it go yet.
Oh, really?
So it'll do more yet. Yeah.
You're gonna put them pops and bangs in or what?
Maybe have a little burble, but
Yeah,
not
a little
like pops and
burble,
bangs.
yeah.
Yeah. I won't have flames or anything like that. Now the GR.
Yes, sir.
So we've obviously tuned it up. I think it's the intake myself.
Okay.
Because where's it gone? Has it pulled it outside? Oh, it's there. So we changed. Well, I smoke tested it,
Yeah.
and all the air was pissing out the MAF sensor.
Okay.
So I've sealed that up, and it didn't really do much good. It's still the same. So I was like, okay. So what I'd do first is put the stock intake on, drive it, and just see if that clears it up. Because it's literally stuck at the same place, stock and tuned. So I was just like, well, it's not that then.
Alright, fair enough.
So I've just left it tuned, it's like 314. Like it picks up better, it
Yeah,
takes off better,
nice,
like
nice.
everything's better. But it's just got to figure out what that sort of is. I
Yeah,
took the plugs out.
Yeah.
They're all fine.
Okay, cool.
That's my first thing. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to see a set of plugs. They look all right. Coil packs, they looked all right. They look quite newish. So I think it's literally.
I've
I'd just
I've
bang that
flashed the
intake
light
on.
this. Yeah, yeah.
Just put the intake on and test it. Hasn't flagged anything, which would help.
No, that's good.
But
Well,
I've got
no,
rid
that's
of
not
the
good, yeah.
PO420, everything's gone. So all the decats done, all that's done.
Mate, I just look for whatever I could because the stock intake, the stock intake is
but it
very
might
restricted.
be better than this at the minute.
Yeah, I think-
we'll
yeah,
just
it probably
see
do well.
see what it's like.
I'll get that on and I'll let you know how it drives.
Yeah, and if that does it,
Yeah.
then I'll have it back,
Yeah.
and then I'll figure out the difference between the stock one and that
Yeah, yeah.
intake, and then we'll fix that. See, get the
Amazing,
intake like so.
amazing. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
Mate,
it.
absolute pleasure.
You don't mind being on film, do you?
No, of course.
Oh, it's tough.
Let it be, mate.
Take care of yourself.
Yay.